Jeopardy! Season 41 finale shocks fans. Super champ Scott Riccardi defeated, in a stunning twist that left fans reeling. Season 41 of Jeopardy concluded with a dramatic upset that defied expectations and sparked a firestorm of debate. But here's where it gets controversial. As 16-time reigning champion, Scott Riccardi was dethroned in the final moments of the season. How did it happen? Let's dive into the nail-biting showdown that had everyone talking. Scott Riccardi, an engineer from Somerville, New Jersey, had dominated the final stretch of the season, racking up 16 consecutive wins and $455,000 in prize money. His performance secured him an impressive spot in the Jeopardy Hall of Fame, 8th in all-time regular play earnings and a tie for 10th in consecutive wins. Yet the pressure was immense as he faced two fresh contenders, Jonathan Hugendubler and Charlotte Cooper, in what many believed would be his final challenge. The July 21st episode began with Riccardi in control. After a grueling first round filled with triple stumpers, questions no one answered, and contestants in the red, Riccardi found a daily double in the What's That Spell category. With $5,600 in his bank, he took a calculated risk by wagering $2,000. The clue? A cryptic reference to an ancient funerary text for a man named Ramos. After a moment of hesitation, Riccardi answered, "What is the Book of the Dead?" A correct response that boosted his total to $7,600. By the end of the first round, Riccardi led with $10,800, while Cooper, the graphic designer, held $3,000, and Hugendubler, an adjunct professor and trivia host, led out of the hole with $800. But this is the part most people miss. The real drama unfolded in Double Jeopardy. Hugendubler seized control with two strategic daily doubles. The first came early in the stately bodies of water category, where he correctly identified Massachusetts Bay and surged to $2,800. Later, he tackled a tricky clue from Aristophanes Lysistrata, earning $8,800 and climbing to second place. The stage was set for a showdown between Riccardi and Hugendubler. Riccardi edged ahead with $23,600 to Hugendubler's $14,000 and Cooper's $7,800. Then came the Final Jeopardy cliffhanger. The category was 20th century names, and the clue hinted at a media mogul with 13 magazines, 8 radio stations, and $56 million in real estate. The answer: who is William Randolph Hearst? Only two contestants, Cooper and Hugendubler, got it right. Here's where the plot thickens. Cooper wagered all $7,800 and finished with $15,600. Hugendubler, however, made a bold move. He bet $9,600, just enough to edge Riccardi out. Riccardi, stunned, answered who is Howard Hughes and wagered $5,000, totaling $18,600. The crowd groaned as Hugendubler claimed victory, dethroning the 16-time champ in the most shocking finale in Jeopardy history. Fans erupted on Reddit, with reactions ranging from disbelief to admiration. Jonathan really capitalized on his daily doubles, proof that strategy can beat pure knowledge, one rate. Another added, Scott's loss on such a basic Final Jeopardy question. This game still surprises us. The debate rages. Was Hugendubler's win a slick, or does it signal a new era for Jeopardy? And this is the part most people don't talk about. Riccardi's defeat isn't just a story of heartbreak. It's a testament to the razor-thin margins of competition. As one fan put it, no one expected this ending, but Scott's legacy is already secure. Now the question is, will Hugendubler keep his streak alive next season? And could this be the start of a new rivalry? We'll leave you with this. Jeopardy has always been about underdogs defying the odds. But when a 16-time champ falls in the final buzzer, does it redefine what it means to be a champion? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this was destiny or luck? Or is there another angle we're missing? Scott Riccardi's incredible 16-day Jeopardy winning streak. NJ Hometown Hero's journey. Imagine this. A regular guy from New Jersey is captivating the state with an incredible 16-day winning streak on Jeopardy. Scott Riccardi, a seemingly ordinary man, has become the talk of the town. Celebrated in local papers, lauded by his alma mater, and even featured in a trending Today showpiece. But here's where it gets controversial. Did Riccardi ever expect such a frenzy of attention? When I was up there, I had to focus on winning, he admits. I wasn't sure how people would react to me as champion. Hailing from South Plainfield, Riccardi moved to Somerville, New Jersey, 2 years ago after earning his engineering degree from Rutgers University. His Jeopardy journey began this month, though taped in the spring, quickly showcasing his bold, risk-taking approach. Known for his substantial wages and lightning-fast buzzer reflexes, Riccardi has amassed nearly $500,000 in winnings over his 16-day run. This season marks Jeopardy's 41st year and the third with host Ken Jennings, who famously set a 74-game winning streak in 2004. Jennings stepped into the role following the passing of the show's original host, Alex Trebek, in 2020. Riccardi, a lifelong fan of the show, recalls, "It was one of the few shows my family, across generations, enjoyed together." He's particularly fond of Jennings, noting, "It made me so happy to see him." During a recent interview on WNYC's Morning Edition, Michael Hill asked Riccardi about his Jeopardy experience. "It's been surreal," Riccardi replied. "I've watched Jeopardy my whole life. Being part of it in such a significant way is unbelievable." If he continues winning, could he return next season? "That's the procedure for anyone who wins through the season's end," they explained. But how does Riccardi know so much? He credits his upbringing, his best friend's parents, and, surprisingly, Wikipedia. "I was always on Wikipedia, my parents' computer slowing down because of all my tabs. I love learning new things and fitting them into my life." Regarding his strategy, Riccardi focuses on finding daily doubles early, targeting higher value clues in his strong categories. As for his winnings, he dreams of buying a marimba. "I've been a percussionist since middle school, and it would be great to get back into practicing," he says. For more Jeopardy insights, tune into all of it on July 29th, where Ken Jennings will discuss his new book, The Complete Connections, and listeners can join in live trivia fun. So what do you think? Is Riccardi's success a testament to knowledge or just a stroke of luck? Share your thoughts in the comments. Scott Riccardi's Jeopardy winning streak, where he ranks among all-time champs. Imagine being on top of the world with a winning streak that seems unbeatable, only to have it all come crashing down in an instant. This is exactly what happened to Scott Riccardi, the New Jersey native who had been dominating the popular game show Jeopardy with his impressive 16-game winning streak. But here's where it gets interesting. His streak was finally broken by Jonathan Hugendubler, an adjunct professor and trivia host from Baltimore, Maryland, during the Final Jeopardy round on the July 25th show. Riccardi, an engineer from Somerville and a 2021 Rutgers graduate, had been on a roll since July 3rd, accumulating a whopping $455,000 in career winnings during his 16-day winning streak. He now ranks tied for 10th for the most consecutive wins and is number 8 on the regular season earnings list, according to the Jeopardy website. But don't worry, Riccardi fans, he'll be back for the season's Tournament of Champions competition in January. So what went wrong for Riccardi on that fateful day? He faced off against Hugendubler and Charlotte Cooper, a graphic designer from San Francisco, California, and had the lead heading into Final Jeopardy with $23,600. However, he answered incorrectly to the Final Jeopardy question, which asked about a person who owned 13 magazines, 8 radio stations, 2 movie companies, and $56 million in real estate in 1935. Riccardi's response, "Who is Howard Hughes?" was incorrect, while Hugendubler and Cooper both correctly answered, "Who is William Randolph Hearst?" The final money totals for the game were Hugendubler with $23,601, Riccardi with $18,600, and Cooper with $15,600. Riccardi was by far the winningest contestant on this season of Jeopardy and qualified for the Season 41 Tournament of Champions. According to the show's Tournament of Champions tracker, Riccardi's streak had him ahead of 8-time champ Laura Fadder on this season's leaderboard. The season began on September 9th, 2024, and 3 other contestants have reached the 6-game threshold. Now, let's take a look at the top players with the most consecutive victories in Jeopardy history. The top 10 players are Ken Jennings with 74 wins in 2004, Amy Schneider with 40 wins in 2022, Matt Damodio with 38 wins in 2021, James Holzhauer with 32 wins in 2019, Matea Roach with 23 wins in 2022, Chris Pannulo with 21 wins in 2022, Julia Collins with 20 wins in 2014, Jason Zifranieri and David Madden with 19 wins each in 2019 and 2005 respectively, and Scott Riccardi and Ryan Long with 16 wins each in 2025 and 2022 respectively. And this is the part most people miss, the top 10 players with the highest winnings in regular season play. The list includes Ken Jennings with $2,520,700 in 2004, James Holzhauer with $2,462,000, 216 in 2019, Matt Amodio with $1,518,601 in 2021, Amy Schneiger with $1,382,000, $800 in 2022, Chris Pannulo with $748,286 in 2022, Mateo Roach with $560,983 in 2022, Jason Zifranieri with $532,496 in 2019, Scott Riccardi with $455,000 in 2025, David Madden with $430,400 in 2005, and Julia Collins with $428,100 in 2014. But here's the question. What do you think is the key to success on Jeopardy? Is it the ability to stay calm under pressure? Or is it the sheer amount of knowledge one possesses? Let us know in the comments. And this raises another interesting point. Can anyone truly be considered a Jeopardy legend